What's up, guys? Sports Talk 101. Today's video is going to be a little slightly long video. Bear with me. It's a video I thought to myself, well, I see a lot of YouTubers do it, trying to talk about this, but I thought maybe I'd address it today and, make a video about it. But today I'm going to talk about Michigan Wolverines. Now, this is a different video than I normally would do about Michigan Wolverines. I've done a video on the Wolverines, schedule prediction. Check that out. Check the other teams I've done. I've done Ohio State, Penn State, Georgia. I think that Ole Miss. So check all those out, please. That will help me to know what help you out. To know what kind of content I post. But anyways, when it comes to Michigan, this is a term I've been hearing, especially for 2020 season, is championship or bust. Yeah, that's the term that's been associated with Michigan Wolverines. It is National Championship or bust. Now, to answer that question, is it national championship? That's the motto right now. People associate Michigan with is it national championship or bust? What I can tell you is this team. Because that question is, because the next question I have is this team built for national championship? Is Michigan built for national championship? I'll answer that question next. But the first question is it national championship or bust? Look, I think so too. I know a lot of Michigan fans have that motto. Look, last year was not only disappointing season. I mean, we won the Big Ten last year, back-to-back years. We beat Ohio State back-to-back years. We made the playoff last year. We should have beat TCU. I got all that. But it was a great season overall last year. This is probably the third best season under Jim Harbaugh. And his time in Michigan, his tenure in Michigan. This probably was his best years. Look, last year, 2022 and 2016 are probably the best years in Jim Harbaugh, under Jim Harbaugh. And since then, because remember, he was hired back in 2015. So, now, is it national championship or bust? I don't know. I mean, look, this team is built for national championship. Is national championship or bust? Look, here's the question. You got a lot of teams. That's the question. I honestly don't know. But that's the model for Michigan for 2020. Is that a excuse me? Is that a national championship or bust? Now, the question is Michigan built to win the national championship game? And the answer is yes, they're built. Look at this roster. Look at this roster. They got a returning quarterback in J.J. McCarthy. They're recruiting in top 5, top 10 every year. At least in the last 5 seasons. At least in the last 5 years. And even top 15 too, so keep in mind, but usually top 10. Here's the situation in Michigan. They got a lot coming back. They got both returning running back in Blake Corum. They got returning corner in Mike Sinsel. Returning offensive line in King. Really good job in the transfer portal. This team may have the easiest schedule for the most part. Toughest 3 schemes of the toughest stretch for Michigan's last 3 games season. At Penn State, at Maryland, and at home against Ohio State. Not easy task. But the question is this team built for a national championship? And like I said, the answer is yes. Why? Well, like I said before, is this team, the way the team's built, the way Jim Harbaugh has built this team is that this team is ready for anything. The way the offense run, now it may not be great at offense, but there's a pretty good elite offense, elite defense, top offense, top defense. And they were number 1 defense under Don Brown, and for a couple of years they've been a number 1 defense for some time. Top 3 offense, usually top 10 offense, top 10 defense in the last 3 years. Really has been, like I said, a wonderful season team and company to do it. But now this team, specifically for 2023, any other year, is built for national championship. They made the playoff 2 years in a row. Most of the team members on this team has won the playoff team those 2 years. They beat Ohio State 2 years in a row. A lot of team members were part of that. And this team, the way, especially a conference like Big Ten. Now the question: once they get to playoffs, it depends who face the playoff. But I do believe that Michigan is capable of being a national championship game. This is a team with high caliber roster as and high recruiting, and with all the things going on with the conference, other conferences, I do believe that I know Georgia's favorite to win the national championship. They're the favorite. That will be the first team to three-peat since Minnesota. I think Michigan can do that, where they can not three-peat, but they can show the world that they mean business. They can win the national championship game. They can prove the haters wrong, the doubters wrong, and they could, But the problem is, are they on par with Georgia? Not necessarily. Look, Michigan and Georgia is basically the same team, except Georgia is more talented than Michigan. And that's fact. But the other thing Michigan has that Georgia doesn't have in for the 2020 season is why Michigan will win it. Is, like I said, J.J. McCarthy returning helps the team in a really big way. He's a really good playmaker. He works on the passing game. Other than that, he can run the ball. He can, throw the ball when he needs to. But that is what his strength is. And then defensively, Will Johnson is a pretty good corner. Mike Stent's a good corner. And you got a really good defensive lineman. And Michigan's beating up each other, beating other teams right in the line of scrimmage. That's why Michigan has lost is line of scrimmage. That's why Michigan thrived last year in 2021 as well. Is beating them at the line of scrimmage, pounding, hounding, trying to get the defense go over the offense. And so, really, it has been a heck of a ride season. But yeah, this team, like I said, offensively standpoint and defensive standpoint, this team has the talent, has the players, has the staff, has the effective coach to build and win a national championship game. That's right. I do believe Michigan is built for a national championship game. And to answer the question, can Michigan built to a national championship? Yes. I do believe that Michigan is capable of winning a national championship with the roster they have, with the entire team they have, with the fan base they have. This is a national championship caliber team, a team that could easily win a national championship. Question: are they built like that? Yes. And the way the build is, the way the offense works and the defense works, how they're recruiting and depending on the schedule is just wow. There you have it, folks. My thoughts on Michigan, and are they ready for the national championship game? Yes, in my opinion, they're ready. I think this is the year for Michigan to win the national championship. No other year than this year, and so essentially, I think Michigan has it. Alright, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next video. Peace.